Are we in store for economic soft landing? Let's talk about it. So, prior videos, I've talked about car debt, credit card debt. Those are at record levels. Higher, I think, higher than 2008. That stuff has to get worked out. I am friends with someone that runs a large facility here, automotive facility, and the voluntary repossessions have spiked, and he's complaining about room on the back lot. So that's increased. What I have heard on the housing front and this is smaller builders and stuff like that, they're not getting paid like they used to from the GCs and the builders. Same thing with commercial real estate. They're getting slow paid as well. And some of these are national brands that I won't mention that are slow paying these guys. So that tells you that there's somewhat trouble a brewing. But that doesn't mean we have to go into a deep, dark depression or a hard landing. No, my friends. Unemployment still remains low. I think the employment figures are overstated. Probably, I would say at least by 10%. That being said, with remote job openings, I think once the froth gets out of the labor market, they'll really realize just how much overquoting there was. But I think we're going to see maybe a lower low on the Dow. I think the Nasdaq and the S&P will, and then it'll kind of flat a little bit, maybe get some ups and downs, and then the labor market unemployment will spike because the wholesalers are in panic mode right now. You might not know it. Now, what's different this time than before is this time most manufacturers don't have a bunch of dead inventory sitting in these warehouses. The saving grace is they're actually in charge right now. So you have become accustomed to waiting on the products that you want. You're not. It's the 24-hour thing is over. So most people are willing to buy something and wait a significant amount of time on it. So this has greatly helped the manufacturers not just fire everybody and worry about how they're going to get rid of inventory. Now they can kind of scale and say, okay, we're going to make this amount of cars. We've got this amount of back orders. We're going to make these cars. We're going to make this model, that model TV, or TVs are a little bit different. So in that situation, right, the manufacturers are good, but there's some other industries that are still flush with inventory. I think Intel admitted the other day that they're flush with inventory and it's weighing on their earnings. But I think people calling for a new bull run, new all-time high in the next couple of years, I don't think they really realize the magnitude of the situation that we're in. I'm not saying they're wrong. Often people with a bullish sentiment are right most of the time, but you gotta understand there's a significant amount of automotive debt, a significant amount of credit card debt that's either got to be we've got to figure out how we're going to handle it. And on top of that, you got student loan debt. So those are three lines of credit that's got to be dealt with before the regular consumer can go back out in force and buy those vacations, buy those luxury vehicles again, buy more property, consume, go out to eat and all this stuff, right? They've got to have this stuff paid down because right now they're paying $700-800 a month, $600 a month for a car payment. Their credit card bill's probably $300 some a month. House payments probably $1,800 to $2,000 a month. So, and they got to take care of their families and all this stuff, right? So best case, I do think we're going to have a soft landing, but I wouldn't be surprised if we're not stagnant for about 5 to 6 years. I'm not saying we won't have spikes. There'll be spikes, and it might look and feel like a bull market, but it really won't. It'll just be like a long average. But yeah, so yes, I think it's possible. I think it is likely. But I don't think we're going to pop up and have some big new all-time high. We've got a lot of debt we got to figure out what to do with before we can move on. So with that one, gang, like and subscribe. See you on the next one. BP out.